Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCS matchup.
The crowd is booing.
I'm sorry, you guys knew it wasn't going to be Silas.
But yeah.
Knew it wasn't going to be Silas.
This is so TL.
Surgeons, coming into this year has really been able to perform not only at a super high level, but incredibly consistently as well. As potentially in trouble.
Well, he's not going to be
No, it's
as
just a level
scared
one.
as you would expect him to be, because that's only a level 1 rumble. Dokla's got to try to get away to the safety of his teammates.
No.
He flashes right into Impact, who's waiting with the headbutt. It's first blood for the team.
Again, trained by Spawn on PLA. But the big thing for me for Jan is kind of similar to APA in that he seems to understand the map really, really well. So when they do rotate him around, he's ready. I remember being at MSI and talking to some of the EU casters when he was playing Lucian, and they were like, okay, no Western ADCs.
Poor JJ, though, immediately for the engage on Dokla, straight out of the brush, ready to lead the charge on the Rel yet again.
Right, so it's very, very difficult. You can see he's already putting some assist pings up towards top because he knows he needs to be able to try to fix this wave, but TL are already moving towards mid and just constantly scrapping here.
He won that scrap, though, ready to engage back on Core JJ. His Contracts follows it up with a Flash Arctic Assault. Core's still alive here for another second, 58.
Here comes Jan, though.
He's still trying to walk it away. Core's gonna die, but what's the cost? Palafox has to flash out as Umpty is ready to keep that chase going. APA still needs a little bit more damage.
Try to deny Dokla. Impact, meanwhile, there's no one there to dive him. He's going to collect this fat stacked wave in front of FBI, who has no mana. So Impact is going to get so much experience, a bunch of gold here, and you can see he's already nearly 500 now, over 500 gold ahead with that first blood plus everything else.
And Umpty and Jan are ready to go for Dokla yet again. Core JJ with a crash down, but a nice three-man pulverize from Huhi to at least try to...
the shield!
The shield was perfectly timed. Umpty gets away. Oh my God, it's an absolute disaster for NRG and top. Had less money than both supports, because I think he did, but he should be at least back up above support counters at this point. While a 2v2 top side, bullet time, big threat onto Jan. He's down to 200 HP, but Huhi is even lower. Core JJ, one more auto attack will take him down. FBI gets it. That last turret shot will not connect, and it means that FBI gets away. NRG 2v2
Here comes Ivern.
and get one kill, but now another 2v2 is ready for him. Umpty joins up as Huhi cannot find the combo on Jan. He's on a killing spree, and FBI trying to focus Umpty, trying to get something here. The barrier is used. The barrier might not have been enough. One more hit is all they need.
Went inside jungle to kind of track where the enemy jungler is. It actually came up huge in the C9 game several times. And if you look at their vision line, it's really, really well set up all the way across here for TL.
Yep, they got a lot of deep wards
Came out on
there.
top. It was because of the bullet time doing so much damage to both enemy players. And hopefully for NRG, they can get that together again here soon. But the engage from Core JJ is just on point. Jan's on a rampage, and FBI falls. They're still chasing further, at least Daisy is. Maybe
recognizing like when they can TP to these waves, who they need to get gold in, and where they need to cover their minion wave pushes.
Impact has to run up now, though, because they have no TPs on their soul laners. Palafox does have his TP, and they don't want to give up 6 scrubs here, so we'll see if TL can start the fight properly.
TL just wants to at least get one of them away. Core JJ on the front, but the equalizer with the Glacial Prison catches out APA. Bullet time over the top. Nicely done. Comboed with the pulverize from Huhi as Contracts needs to get back away, and the Ornhorn is summoned up. The first of the grubs goes over to NRG, but APA is going to kill on Huhi too. Now FBI is caught. Impact with a beautiful knockoff. Once again, frontlining. Fate sealed over the wall from Palafox finds 3. Nobody on Team Liquid is dead just yet. Palafox in the middle of everyone. He can't get out in time. A double kill for Jan. Team Liquid is low, but NRG is dead. That is the team fighting difference yet again, as Impact and Jan do not want to let Contracts get away with this one either. The minion wave is coming up. Time is ticking down. Contracts knows his days in this lane are limited. Jan and Impact only need a little bit more damage, and the extended fight is 2 grubs for 1 free
We talk
kill.
about how this composition is supposed to work, right? Impact actually got to that fight before Palafox and was able to set up the ult as he's coming up river as well. And it's all about... It's okay.
Doesn't have to be.
Yeah. On the other side, like we set up in draft, this has to go really, really well for them in terms of timing, and it has not thus far.
I mean, that's the power of easy win conditions, right? You know, there's a lot of value in multiple forms of engage, of having multiple carries who can put out high amounts of consistent damage. You know, TL draft these comps really well. They play the map incredibly well, and it makes it feel like you're getting choked out. And you can see NRG feels hot, and they're losing all those waves. So now NRG has to force. TL know this, and they can just back up.
Yeah, Contract's over the wall here, but now he's got to be careful. He's stunned up with a Shattering Strike and had to flash over the wall to try to escape to safety, but the Magnet Storm continues the lockdown. APA takes the first kill, and NRG is just too scattered. The bullet time barely tickles Impact and barely hits anybody else. Dokla still trying to escape, but a
Doesn't spawn. TL are just so far ahead of the clock of what you would expect this fight to do. And this is very similar again to that fight where Core caught 4 members on that hard engage where they don't even have their member there.
Should come through pretty soon, and that means that NRG will really be in a tough spot as Palafox, he'll be okay for now. Impact does lose about half HP there, trying to continue to push into this tier 2. APA not going to get the last couple of auto attacks. His contracts will not connect on the Sejuani ulti. Good use of the Valkyrie from APA there to respond to the attempted engage. Dokla's ready to try to cut him off. Team Liquid continuing to disengage now. Impact with the flash away. He redirects the Ornhorn anyway, right back into the Energy Divers into the back line, while Jan is now flanking Energy. He's found FBI as Impact still survives on the other end of the fight. FBI's down, APA's at a rampage. Jan is godlike and Contracts falls. Nobody on Team Liquid is dead except for Impact, but it's a noble sacrifice for a fight.
Counter picks, they're sticking with the tanks, and it ends up looking really, really good in a fight like this.
Absolutely. I mean, these carries just, they can never get to Jan. They can never get to APA. And if you can't do that, you can't win the game. Dokla's going to have to drop the equalizer just to try to buy a little bit of time. But TL, we're threatening the engage there. NRG know it.
Every step forward is a cautious step, like they're in a horror movie, man. The jump scare is right around every brush. That's who he's going to lose most of his HP. Forced to ulti. Counterattack from Contracts with the ult, but it's not very good. At least not at this point. APA's unstoppable. FBI's in the middle of everybody. They don't even care to turn around and kill him. Let Jan mop it up when he feels like it. Dokla gets run over next. It's an absolute steamroller down mid lane, and it's painted blue. Team Liquid going for the Nexus turrets. Now you'd have to think they got a couple of minions, and it's all they're gonna need. NRG's got Huhi and Palafox, but they want so much more. Palafox already has to reset position. Huhi ain't gonna live long in the front line with no ulti. A couple of seconds left on Contracts, but it doesn't really matter. Second Nexus turret crumbles. NRG doesn't have the manpower. Team Liquid taking their time because they know they are inevitable. Jan is legendary as FBI and Contracts are right back into the fountain. And Team Liquid is gonna get it done. 2-0 in this series. 7-0 in their series across the split. They finish with that perfect score. 7-0. They're the #1 team in the LCS.
These were the best highlights from today's LCS matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, "Okay." See you on the next one.